support after we made our pass. So if I've got the ball here in the ruck, can I get 2 players out there? And can I get 2 defenders right here? Most times, as long as they're relatively even athletes, they're not gonna beat these 2, right? They can each guard one offensive player. It's pretty much shut down. So if I just send it and let them go, they're probably not gonna make it through. Ball. So instead, we make sure they've got depth enough that I can support. Every pass you make, whether it's from a scrum half position or in the line, you should be supporting. So if I pass out and then I immediately am here to help, now it's really a 3-on-2 and we have the advantage, right? Even as simple as 1 pass away from the ruck, if you follow, you've now created the overload. Overloads are how you win rugby, unless you're just crazy athletic compared to the other team. So we're gonna go back to a pass and follow drill and then get you playing a game again. Start off with 2 lines, just 1 line on all the balls and another line over here. Okay, so 2 people are gonna start from this line, 1 person's gonna start from this line. Bailey comes out, passes to Kyle, follows her pass. Kyle passes to Madison, follows his pass. Madison passes to Bailey, follows his pass. There we go, and we keep going. So those should be your 3.
Hey, Madison.
Go in.
Hey, come around. You're right here. Yeah, behind you, Madison. Yeah, ball. Come around. Ball right here, ball right here. Yeah, on your left.
You're right. They got tighter. As they went, they got a little more and more tired because, as he said, they weren't going very fast, which meant they were doing a ton of reps. They were getting more and more tired. If you go forward and you have to do less reps, then you're not as tired when you get to the end. You gotta go forward to make ground. It also means you make less reps, which also means you're not as tired, which means you have the ability to keep that width. You guys start out only 5 meters apart. If you're scooting in the whole time, you're not really gaining anything. So make sure to keep some width this time on the way back. Things we want to focus on is speeding up our actual receipt. So if Kyle's passing to me, Kyle step out. I shouldn't be catching and then immediately passing back to Madison, right? We just lost 3 meters, and if we keep doing that pattern, we're gonna stay in this spot. I have to move. I need to see more forward motion, and I need to see width. Go!
With you. With you, with you. Yeah, ball here.
Yep. Come on, Adrian. We're running faster. Why does that affect our pass? Dude, why don't you have time to sexy? What pressure did you have? What pressure did you even have on you out here? The camera. Okay, so that was it. There's no defense forcing you to pass faster here. So work on the mechanics. Get to a good point. Don't force yourself to throw if you're not ready. Take those steps you need, turn, and make a good pass. And don't worry about a defender coming to hit you. Don't worry about the next person's position closing. Right now, you're just focused on technique. You keep your width, follow your pass, you make pretty passes. So last practice we spent 25 minutes going over passes, so we're not gonna do that again. But what are some of the things we talked about before? With passes. What technical elements of passing did we talk about?
Shaking the person's hand.
Shaking the person's hand. So when I see people throwing their passes like this, what are they not doing?
No handshake.
There's no handshake. Their hand's not out at the end, ready to do something. They need to shake right here. So I pass and I'm in a position I can shake every single time. Even if we just get that, we end at a good point, we're gonna increase our accuracy. Feel good? Okay, so the other part, about half of y'all are catching, running across, and then popping here. Was that useful?
No.
Why not?
You're going across the field, not up.
Right, now one defender can get both. If I jogged across 6 meters, that player came with me. So when I toss to him, the defender just hits him. Instead, I keep my hips straight downfield. I make my pass, and then I follow. Now he's attacking. So things we're focusing on. I shake the person's hand. I keep my hips downfield, and I don't worry about pressure. There is no pressure here, okay? So hips are downfield, shake their hand, then follow my pass. Go. Good. Back and follow, shake their hand. For you to look outside, see what's there. Make the extra pass when you need to, and don't feel the need to take the line just because you know you're an athlete. It's the team that should be making this around the edge, the easy opportunities, and instead we're attacking in a touch game into a space this big, just hoping to God they're gonna both forget to touch. 8 more minutes, go. gonna split into 3 teams. I'm just gonna teach you a new format of cycling teams in. You literally are off the field for at most 30 seconds before you're back on again. So it keeps it moving, it keeps it fun, and you have space. So super basic attacking concept. Like, I mean, this is like pretty standard across most teams, is to have like a 10, 12, 13, have a switch or a fake switch, and then dish it wide. So walking through, if Sarah and I came up and I cut out on Vic, what I'm looking for on the switch is if Big Rich comes after me, that means there's what over here? Space. So Sierra goes for it and she runs into that space. What do we typically have to worry about in 15s from there?
More defenders.
More defenders. There's a whole lot of people on the field, and so there's people coming across. If that doesn't work, say I can tell that they're both holding really well, like Rich knows the switch is coming, they communicate, Vic's covering me, then Bailey's coming up and trying to cut under Vic. So we all start moving, Bailey cuts in, and I just dish right here and let her go through that hole. So where is she trying to hit? Where he was, underneath of Vic. So Vic would turn to get that first player, and then she's trying to hit this hole under here. So that's all well and good, but how does that apply to attacking wide channels? So what did we say was the weakness of this space over here?
More defenders.
More defenders. So what we're doing is we're flipping the play. So Bailey starts with the ball, and she just passes it wide. Pass wide again, Sierra. Now I'm starting the attack in. I run here, and I can either give it to her and she's looping to the outside of the field where there are no more defenders, or now that I've attacked Vic, and what did Bailey do when she passed? Followed her pass. So now she's on a line right here and can hit underneath. Does that make sense? Why does it work? There's 2 main reasons. I already gave you one of them.
Create more space.
Okay, so we created space by pulling defenders, but why does it work to attack outside Rich here?
There's no defenders.
There's no defenders. This is the wide channel. So if I'm the last attacking player on the field and we actually built real depth like I keep asking you to build, then I get the ball way back here. Sierra, ball. Now set up, here we go. Now she can attack wide. She dropped it, but it's okay. But you get the idea, right? There's no one out there to cover his outside shoulder. Okay, so what if Big Rich and Vic talk really well and they cover her? Well, if you haven't figured this out now, I'm about to tell you, the first player that gives up on defense is 2 passes away. Why?
2 passes away.
Right, they feel like the play is away from them. So once I have the ball, Vic is still hyper vigilant because he knows the support's right here. This is when Bella falls off. When the ball gets 2 passes away from her, that's typically when defenders get lazy. So when I attack here, Bailey's still following and has that underline against the lazy defender. Does that make sense? Do you want to try a couple reps?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll talk you through it, it's fine. So Bailey starts with the ball. And then can I get another person out here? Wide. All right, so this has to come from depth. If you do not have depth, it never will work because you won't have the time. So Bailey makes an early pass, Sierra makes an early pass. Now they try the play. Good. See, Steven could tell that Rich was holding the wide space, so he gave it on the under. If Rich came after him, what would he do?
The outside.
Okay, I'm gonna take shots on defense to try to be able to talk you through this. So go again, give me another attacker. All right, so we're walking, passing, pause. All right, what's going through Steven's head?
Whether or not you follow him or not.
Okay, what's going through Sierra's head?
Get outside.
There shouldn't be a lot. All she's trying to think is getting out and around Steven into this space. What's going through Bailey's head? She's watching Victor. Bailey wants to see what Victor does. Because they're not going to know this play, but if they knew the play and Vic went after Bailey, what should Steven do? Just keep it and run. Bailey watches Vic, Steven's watching me, Sierra just always takes the edge. So we pass to the edge, he starts his run in. If I hold to him hard, then he gives it to Sierra, she has all the space. It's just a simple loop line. Going back. if I see the switch and I say, Victor switching, Vic takes him, I take her, and now there's the unders line under Victor. Does that make sense? So remember, the reason this works better than coming from the inside going out in sevens is that you can easily find the edge of the field in 2 quick passes. You want to try it again? Yep. Early pass track. Set it up. Yes. There we go. Next 3, step in.
Beautiful.
Or rotate spot. Early pass, Adrian. Too late. All right, Adrian, you almost killed it. You can't take a whole bunch of steps. You got to catch and pass. Remember, this isn't 15s. You don't have to run forward with the ball. We're just trying to set up a play. So you may catch it, take 1 step and pass it out, and you've done your job. Then you follow it. So when does this work best? When I have a what type of player on the edge of the field? Fast. Wrong.
Smart. Why?
Big, why?
Scary.
Because they draw players. If you have speed on the outside, why would you go ahead and make it hard for yourself to have that space? If I'm the fastest player on the field, why would I ever want to use this play? I wouldn't. If I'm on the outside, I'm the fastest player on the field, I'm going to squeeze this attack in. We're going to make smaller passes, and then I've got 25 meters outside to run around somebody. It's when I'm not the fastest player on the field and I find myself on the wing that I should yell that, hey, we can set up a play here. I can make an option here. Then one of the faster players inside me, they end up being one of the 2 that's going to run the ball. They either loop me and they're fast on the outside, or I pop it to them and they fly down the middle. But me, as the heaviest player, I probably shouldn't be the one trying to run this ball, right? So if I'm on the outside, I can call whatever you want to call this play, and we just play it from there. And now all of a sudden I'm drawing players because I'm big and they don't want me to make it through, and space opens up for all the fast kids. So the way this game works, give me 3 sets of 3. So 3, 3, and 3. So we're gonna call this team A, this team B, and this team C. This is how the game's gonna work that you're about to play. So get tight, go up against them. Just run it forward, just go. Okay, they get touched, go down. Wow, that wasn't it. Go down. Pass again, go. Yep.
Take outside.
All right, let's pretend that there's a turnover. So all of a sudden, Sierra loses the ball. Sierra and Vic and Madison are gonna run out of the way, and now you guys attack them. Go.
My ball.
Down. Go again.
Oh.
Okay. Get touched. Imagine there's a turnover. This team's gonna get out of the way, and now you guys are attacking them. If you lose the ball, get out of the way. So now this team goes, and they lose the ball. What are they gonna do? They're gonna get out of the way. Now Vic's gonna attack that team. Down. Down. Now imagine they lose it. What are they gonna do? They're gonna get out of the way, and now they're gonna attack.
Take ball.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome. Make 3 teams, and I'll win. So what about this game teaches transitions? Having a turn around, all of a sudden we're going the other way. What? Awareness. So I see a turnover, and now all of a sudden my team can rush out on D. What does that make our team do? Regroup. We have to now make a line running across 20 meters of ground together. It's actually pretty hard to do. When you're running up trying to apply pressure and keep a straight line, that's really hard. And yet this game gives you that opportunity every single turnover.
Yeah.
Now, if I was on defense and their team turns it over, now what do I get to do?
Offense.
Quickly turn it into an offense. I have to figure out how to organize my team and attack really quickly off a turnover. So those are 2 super big things that this builds: transitions and communicating in a line coming up through space. So yes, it's very different from just playing normal touch. Yes, it puts a weird spin on it. Yes, you only get a couple phases, otherwise it just goes on forever. But you do see the value in looking at the game a different way, right?
Yeah.
Good. So we'll try to transition those over the next couple Thursdays when we do it. We'll do some normal games of touch, we'll do some of this, but this works a lot better when you have like 10 on 10. 10 on 10 kind of sucks in a field that's only 30, 40 meters wide, but you can do a lot more in space when you have actual space.
Oh no, I should do that. So the good news is we're going to get the play things like every time. So they're on all of them.
I thought he said a diva. Wow.